It's September 22nd, 2025, and happy to have you with me on this first day of fall, first full day of fall, I should say. It's 81 degrees out there, and I decided to wear this summer hat today. We'll be changing to other hats. A friend suggested I should be wearing different hats, you know. Okay, when it's summer out there, we'll wear this, and maybe I'll have a picture of the frozen Fox River here in the winter. We can have, other garb on. But anyway, it's it's it was 81. I took down the degree thing pretty fast there. It was 81 outside, and we're going to be talking about Erika Kirk versus Donald Trump, forgiveness versus hate. And we'll have a few other little topics at the end. But that's our main topic today. Erika Kirk and Donald Trump. Now, I had a friend who put this up on Facebook, and he was I think, was wanting to show this as a good point that Erika said this about the killer of her husband. She said, "I forgive him." And she was very truthful about it. I thought I listened to that part of her speech, and she was saying she had to. I don't know about had to. I don't know. Maybe that's not the right word, but she was really forceful about "I forgive him," and she's going to go on in love to do her work. She said. Now I don't, as several of you know, I don't agree with Mr. Kirk's statements there, many of them, but this part I do agree about Christianity, that we are to forgive, and it's hard. It's very hard, but Erika Kirk did a nice job on that, and there was a big crowd there in, because it's Glendale, Arizona. I've only been to Arizona a few times, well, basically passing through on the train. And so that's my experience in Glendale, not in Glendale, just in Arizona, excuse me there. Uh, so she did a really forceful statement of what she believes her husband would want, and she felt that I forgive him. That's about the murderer of her husband, which I thought was a very forceful statement. Then a little later, Mr. Trump had a long speech, and he had to disagree with Erika. He said, "I hate my opponents." And he basically said he's into retribution. I hate my opponents. Now, that was a contrast in this service. I thought it was pretty stark. And why did Trump have to say that? He didn't have to say that at this funeral or memorial service, but he did. I think he wants to be the show of the show. And he had to say that I hate my opponents. Now, what Erika Kirk said reminded me of something from about 10 years ago. And I'm going to put that on the screen. And maybe some of you remember I had to get a little refreshment on this. But it was the statement from, well, this is part of what happened was the Charleston church was gunned up by a gentleman named Dalen roof. Now, here's the statement. This is from an AI. This is, in other words, generated from a lot of sources. In demonstration of remarkable grace and the power of faith, family members of the victims of the 2015 Charleston shooting publicly forgave the confessed gunman, Dylan Roof, during a bond hearing, as reported by the BBC and The Guardian. Their statements of forgiveness rooted in their Christian beliefs and a desire to overcome hate. Erika Kirk and Donald Trump overcome hate. Erika was trying to overcome hate. Highlight the struggle between the immense pain and the capacity for mercy. The families included those, there's the names of the family, Ethel Lace, Myra Thompson, Tawanza Sanders, expressed their sorrow, but also extended forgiveness to Roof. I guess I'm probably focusing on healing and the importance of faith. So that was from 10 years ago about, I don't know, the date's not on there, I didn't have that here, but it was 10 years ago that this happened, that I remembered that, and I know a lot of you do. It was really a big news story about the forgiveness that these African American church members did for their family and said they forgave this man who came in a racist moment and shot everybody up. It was really beautiful. So I hope Erika Kirk's statement goes down that way too, about her men's thought about forgiveness, and we got to practice that all the time. And I think Mr. Trump, he sort of, I don't know, jokingly talked to her, and I should do this too, but he should do it. That's the way he should be. He should be more presidential instead of being a little bully or whatever you want to call it, or just doesn't forgive at all. He's not a normal politician. He's not. He's not Ronald Reagan and Tip O'Neill. He's not Ronald Reagan. Nope. Donald Trump is his own person. They keep saying that. Yeah, that's his personality. He doesn't show much Christian love at all. He talks a good game, but doesn't act it. And then we heard, I'm going to give you a few more stories here. We heard today that, folks, Jimmy Kimmel is back. Now you say, no, that's not. Well, here's this is CNBC. It's the financial channel, and other news sources have this. And there is an advertisement too for ABC that says he's coming back. Disney says Jimmy Kimmel will return to ABC on Tuesday. That's tomorrow night. We'll see what he says and how that goes. But a lot of Hollywood and other people were saying we're leaving Disney. And the one that sort of got a lot of some press today, not really my favorite personality, but an interesting gentleman, Howard Stern, said he's cutting out Disney, and there's some others that said they were doing that. So we'll see. And it's not an economic decision. It's got a lot of other implications here, free speech and other thinking here. Well, I have free speech. In the last week, I said maybe preachers were next. I got a few people going too, but I said preachers. Well, free speech is free speech. So it works for church leaders. It works for politicians. It works for comedians. It works for the news media. It works for everybody. And that's in our First Amendment of the Constitution. And so Jimmy Kimmel is back. So we'll hear more about that in the next days. And the other thing, I didn't have anything to screen on this, but right now we Today we had some ICE agents, federal people in Aurora and in various parts of Aurora. Believe mostly on the east side, and we'll have more updates on that. But that's got to keep everybody on the alert side there for ICE in Aurora. And can ICE handle themselves without doing body slams? I don't know. Without wearing masks to hide themselves? I don't know. Are they really good agents? Do they have to hide themselves? Do they show their badges? I don't know. We have our Karina Villa, who has been a big champion state senator. She's been on even MSNBC and other reports, and with Robert Reich's Facebook and other things, she's been standing up, that state senator. And another politician is Barbara Hernandez in Aurora. She's been standing up. She's been doing a great job. And we got to thank these people and keep standing up for justice and human rights. This is justice. No, we want good immigration reform. We don't want any criminal element here. Don't get it wrong here. These ladies, representatives and senators, they don't want criminal element. They just want a fair shake and justice here, and that's what we're for. So today we had to talk about forgiveness and hate, and forgiveness should be winning out. And that's what we got to keep doing and practicing. And this can be tough things, I understand. So it's forgiveness versus hate. So thank you for listening, and we'll be back, Lord willing, as they say, on, yes, it's only Monday, so we'll be back on Wednesday, and I'll give you a little hint on that so you can remember that. We're going to be back on Wednesday. And so for right now, I'm just going to say, as I've said before, as my friend Vernon used to say, give a good bye-bye. So we're saying bye-bye. Bye-bye now. We'll see you then on Wednesday, Lord willing. Bye-bye.